This is the Fairyloot YA and adult subscription box, so let's see what's inside. Oh, very pretty already. So Villains Assemble. So this is the adult box. Oh, this is very different. Long Live Evil by Sarah Reese Brennan. Oh wow, this is really cool. Kind of old school. A story for anyone who's ever fallen for the villain. So that is beautiful. I love the stained glass design. So it's the same on the bottom. Look how beautiful that is. Longing for revenge. Beautiful. Very intriguing artwork. I really want to know more of the story now. Time of Iron, the Once and Forever Emperor. That's pretty. So that's the alternative book artwork, but I prefer the other side. So, a story for anyone who's ever fallen for the villain. When her whole life collapsed, Ray still had books. Dying, she seizes a second chance in living, a magical bargain that lets her enter the world of her favourite fantasy series. She wakes in a castle on the edge of a hellish chasm, in a kingdom on the brink of war, home to dangerous monsters, scheming courtiers, and her favourite fictional character, the once and forever Emperor. He's impossibly alluring, as only fiction can be, and in this fantasy world she discovers she's not the heroine, but the villainess in the Emperor's tale. Oh, I love stuff like that. So be it. The wicked are better dressed, with better one-liners, even if they're doomed to bad ends. She assembles the wildly disparate villains of the story under her evil leadership, plotting to change their fate. But as the body count rises and the Emperor's fury increases, it seems Ray and her allies may not survive to see the final page. I am really excited to read this. I love the idea of being transported into another world and being the villain. That's really fun. Long Live Evil. So there's the author's letter. Ooh, that's a nice map. I like all the lines. It's kind of old school. So, and that is the back. Fantastic. And that's the author. Born in Ireland. Really excited to read this. It sounds absolutely fantastic. So I hope it lives up to my expectations. So this is the young adult book. Oops. The Girl with No Reflection by Keshe Cow. So that was the artwork for it. This is beautiful. I like how she's got her eyes shut and she has her eyes open. It's intriguing. Beautiful. Really nice spine. Ah, and it's the other way around. So, blue, blue. Ah, beautiful. Oh, I love this. Very flowing design. Really beautiful. I like the detail on the koi. So this is the artwork. It doesn't quite close properly. I don't want to tear it, so it's okay. The one thing I will say, and I don't know if it's coming through on the camera, it looks like it was made a little bit too small, so when they enlarged it, it's slightly blurry. I don't know if that's a fair thing to say or whether it's supposed to be like that, but that's what it looks like. It looks like it was made too small, and when they've blown it up, it hasn't gone well. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. The Girl with No Reflection. That's a nice front cover as well. I love the colours. Got the fish there as well. Princess Ying Yue believed in love once, yet when she's chosen to wed the prince, Ying's dream of a fairy tale marriage fall apart. Her husband-to-be is cold and indifferent, confining Ying to her room for reasons he won't explain, and whispers swirl about 7 other brides who mysteriously disappeared after their own weddings. Left alone with only her reflection for company, Ying begins to see strange things in her mirror, and on the eve of her wedding she unwittingly tears open a gateway and is pulled into another world. The realm is full of sentient reflections, including the enigmatic Mirror Prince. He is kind and compassionate, unlike his real-world counterpart, and before long Ying falls in love. But soon she discovers that the 2 worlds have a blood-soaked history, and Ying has a part to play in both. And the brides who came before her, by the time they discovered their roles, it was already too late. That sounds really interesting. Be interesting to see how that plays out. So there's no signing by the author. That is a very pretty map. I love the border. I think it's beautiful. That's the letter from the author. Okay, and at the back. It's really lovely, but again it has this slight blurriness to it, and I don't know if it's intentional or not. Don't know if you can see. And here is the author, Malaysian-born Chinese-Australian writer of novels. Interesting. So these are the books from the Fairyloot subscription. Very excited to read both, especially this one. This one sounds fantastic and a lot of fun. I'll put links to these books below. There will obviously be different editions to these, but it's always nice to find them, and if you want to buy them, feel free. I hope you have a lovely book reading month, everyone. Bye!